Welcome back to Small Corner Story, where we dive deep into the most unexpected, emotional, and thought provoking stories shared by real people online. In today's story, a woman shares a traumatic experience that has completely changed how she sees her boyfriend of 3 years. After being attacked by a dog, she was shocked not just by the pain, but by how her partner reacted, or didn't. Would you still trust someone who ran the moment you needed them most? Let's get into the full story and see what the internet had to say about it. My 24F, BPF 25M, ran away as a dog brutally bit me. And now I see him differently, so I, 24F, have been with my boyfriend in 25M for 3 years and just moved in together not that long ago, but recently, something happened to me that I'm recovering from, in which my boyfriend did nothing to try to help me. 2 weeks ago, we went over to his sister and brother-in-law's home for a visit. And as we were leaving, their next-door neighbor's large pit bull was outside after escaping from the fence. It wasn't closed all the way, and bit my arm badly. I won't get into too much detail because this post is already going to be pretty lengthy. But I'm currently in recovery and taking time off from work as I ended up with injuries from it and can't use my right arm. My boyfriend's reaction through all of it is what had me pissed. The attack happened out of nowhere. I barely had time to process it. Pretty much my back was facing away from the house, so I didn't see the dog coming out of the fence. All I know is I heard and saw him barking at us when we left his sister's house, but he was secured, so I didn't think much of it. My boyfriend, however, was facing him, and I saw him running out and biting me. Immediately, he went inside his sister's house and got his brother-in-law and sister, who ended up hitting the dog with a stick that was already outside. But it still took effort to get him off. But before that, I was alone for about 5 minutes with this dog just not letting go. I couldn't get him off me. Now I'll get to why I'm upset with my boyfriend, because I knew he was outside with me when it first happened. He was the first person I looked for and yelled for when the dog wouldn't let go, and I was in the worst pain I've ever experienced. I've never had a broken bone, needed surgery, or anything like that. So yes, that is the worst pain I've felt. Afterwards, when I got home from the hospital, I asked him why his brother-in-law had to do what he could have done himself, and he admitted to me that he freaked out and didn't want the dog to bite him next, said that he was scared of blood and didn't know what to do. Honestly, this kind of made me cringe to hear and made me mad, 'cause it's like, you're a grown man running away and could have helped me. I'm not in any means saying it's his fault the dog attacked me, but I think if he would have acted quicker to get him off, it would have helped me out. After he told me all of this, I kind of started looking at him different. I can't help it. 2 days after that, I went to go sleep in my parents' house and haven't went back because I'm not sure how I feel about him anymore. So I just need time to think. I told him this, and he thinks I'm being unreasonable. It's been a great and healthy relationship, and I've been genuinely happy. I don't want to throw away a 3-year relationship over this. Like I mentioned, we just moved in together, and he's been hinting at proposing sometime this year. I just don't want to be with someone whose first instinct in an emergency is to run away and not do anything. Even has me thinking about the future, thinking about when it's time for us to have a kid. If he's just going to panic and not comfort me, as I'm in pain giving birth, I don't know. It just made me lose feelings for him, which I know sounds silly, but I literally can't help it. Found out afterwards that his sister already yelled at him, too, asking why did he leave me alone. My parents are, of course, siding with me, but I don't know if it's just 'cause I'm their daughter, lol, so I need unbiased opinions. Do I have the right to be upset? Check out how the community responded. Throra Stinky 5560 Rashi. I had a pivotal time in my relationship that had the opposite effect. I got in a pretty bad car accident. I was alone, but it was a hit and run. I got pushed into traffic by the car that hit me, got hit by 2 more cars, and a moving truck. I called my boyfriend, who was at work as a U.S. Marine. I just wanted to tell him what happened, and that while I was hurt, I was okay. His immediate response on the phone was to yell to his supervisor that he had to go because I was hurt. He drove an hour through traffic caused by my accident to be there as soon as possible and drive with me to the hospital. That was a point where I realized I would be happy and safe with this person. If he had said, "Oh, glad you're safe. See you later," I would not have been attracted to his response. I would have felt put off and dismissed. All that to say that your feelings are very valid. It is not unnatural to want to feel safe and protected by your partner. Leaving you there to go get someone else instead of responding to the situation directly while you were being injured? IDK, who would not be turned off by that? The nuggetiest? For me, it would boil down to the fact I would no longer trust that this man would be a suitable protector for our future children if an emergency happened to them. Like, picture this. You have a 4-year-old daughter, and an animal attacks her. Does he run? She'd probably die. If you can't trust this man to protect you or your kids, I feel like it's biologically wired for you to no longer be attracted to him or find him a suitable partner. It's unfortunate that things seem to be going really well in everyday life, but you were put in a freak accident scenario where things got tested and he really failed to meet your expectations. Your expectations are very reasonable. His actions would make me assume that he wouldn't try to save me in a life or death situation or protect our future kids. It may be over if it were me. At the very least, I would hold off on an engagement and really reflect if this is my person. I wish you the best of luck in your recovery. And I'm sorry about your relationship. Rude Potential 9294. Our office stays locked during work hours. We noticed a man attempting to break in and called the cops. Everyone, 3 girls, in the office called their husband and boyfriend to tell them what's going on. 2 husbands, mine included, pulled up, freaked out. One boyfriend sent a text back, "Oh Lord," with no follow-up, and did not ask if she was okay, etc. I clocked it then that the boyfriend wouldn't last, and he ended up being the worst person ever. He would leave her on the side of the road if she was broke down and used her for a free place to stay. Thankfully, they have broken up now, and she's with a much better, safer, protective, and loving man, similar Cranberry 23. I don't think you'll ever look at him the same way. Your feelings aren't unreasonable like his says. Something inside you is telling you to walk away, to protect you from further harm. Jolly Membership 899. There was a story on here about a year ago. A young woman was out with her fiancé and her brother. They left wherever they were, and they were mugged, or something like that, and the woman's boyfriend turned and ran away, leaving her. Her brother protected her. She said that she couldn't look at her fiancé the same way after that. She had the ick. The update was that she broke up with him at Next Media 725. I'm so sorry this happened to you, but you can't have children with this man. What if a dog attacked them? It could kill them, and he would, what? Just run away? This isn't a question of manliness. It sounds like his sister rushed to help you while he stood by. Your person needs to be there when the shit hits the fan, and he just showed he isn't able to be. It doesn't make him a bad person, but it does mean he's not your person, born. BlueJ7921. You have every right to be upset. If that dog had managed to get you down, it could have killed you. Your boyfriend saw what was happening and left you because he doesn't like blood, and was worried he was going to get savaged next. He is not someone to rely on in an emergency. If he loved you, how could he just leave? I was nearly bitten by a German Shepherd. My small Yorkshire Terrier fended it off. My dog showed more love, loyalty, and backbone than your boyfriend. PL487. He actually admitted it, there is no doubt. I don't see how this doesn't end the relationship. You can't depend on him. Rude, Increase 2242. I could maybe give him the benefit of the doubt if he didn't admit that he partially ran off because he didn't also want to be bit. I wouldn't stay with this guy either. Thank you for listening to this emotional story on Small Corner Story. What would you have done in her shoes? Is fear a justifiable reason to abandon someone you love in a moment of danger? Or did this incident reveal a truth she can no longer ignore? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy true stories that challenge the heart and mind, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and remember, sometimes the smallest moments reveal the biggest truths.